welcome to Yoga Flow. Today we are going to continue a little bit with our hip openers. We're also going to do some good spinal twists, kind of help take care of our spines. Twists in yoga are excellent for kind of massaging the body in itself. So we're going to take care of our spines a little bit. We're going to do a couple more of those hip openers, and we're going to just relax. Today is Friday, and it's rainy, and it's a good day to do some yoga and chill out. All right, so we're going to begin in our simple cross-legged pose. Again, however you're comfortable. Sometimes if you want, you can rock a little bit from side to side or forward and back, just to kind of get a good feel of being centered and grounded. So we're going to keep those sitting bones planted into the floor. Let the hands rest on the legs. And we're just going to start by taking some nice deep breaths in and exhale. And on the next couple of breaths, let's focus on keeping our posture in order. So our shoulders should be back, not up at our ears, and we shouldn't be leaning forward or back. Just try to imagine that spine being perfectly aligned all the way from the sitting bones, all the way up through the neck. And just take a nice couple of deep breaths here. And we're going to take the hands, let them rest on the belly. And we're going to practice our belly breathing for a couple minutes here, really help this nervous system calm down, helps the circulatory system work better, and it just gets our heads in a better place, okay? So we're just going to take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, or as you inhale, let that belly expand, and just pretend like you can feel the belly actually filling your hands. And then on that exhale, let it slowly all the way release, so you can feel like your belly is being drawn in towards the spine. Take a couple more right here, just focusing on the belly right now. And then we're going to leave that left hand on the belly, bring the right hand up to the chest, and we're just going to continue the deep breathing. This time, we're just going to start to think of it as a wave, a gentle wave that flows through the body. So it's starting in the belly, and it's traveling up through the chest, and exhale out the nose. We're going to do a couple more of these. So again, just feel that belly breath. Feel it expanding up through the rib cage and the diaphragm. And exhale through the nose. One more time. And exhale. Release the arms back to the knees or the legs, wherever they're comfortable for you. We're going to take a deep breath up, bring those arms up, reaching up through the fingertips. So you're trying to be as tall as possible here. Your sitting bones are firmly planted, your fingers are reaching towards the sky. Exhale, come back down. One more time, inhale the arms up. And exhale, come back down. And we're going to take the hands to the knees. We're going to do our first gentle twist that we've done a few times. We're just going to take that left hand to the right knee, reach the right hand behind you, and if you can, look over that right shoulder, or look to the side or forward. And just really focus on your deep breaths here. Try to feel not only the gentle twist, massaging the spine, but also the openness of the right side that you're creating. And back to center. we're gonna take that right hand to the left knee. Same thing here, left hand goes behind, neck wherever it's comfortable. Nice deep breaths in, really twisting and stretching through that left side. Back to center. And we're gonna do a little bit deeper stretch. So we're gonna extend those legs out in front. We're gonna bend this right knee in. And if you can, take that right knee and just place it over the left leg. And we're gonna take the left elbow to that right knee. And if you can't get this far, just bring the hand, that's perfectly fine. If you can get to the elbow on that knee, awesome. We're gonna take this right arm behind us. And as we're turning and twisting in this pose, I want you to gently keep applying a little bit of pressure with that left arm against that right leg. And then you're gonna feel the stretch all the way through your quad, through your butt and hip. This is a really good one to release any stress that you're carrying down in this lower region of the torso. We're just going to take a few more deep breaths here. And then slowly come back to center. From here, we're going to leave that left leg folded over, or the right leg folded over the left leg. And all we're gonna do is a nice deep stretch for that lower back and spine. So with the hands, we're just gonna walk down onto that left leg. If this is as far as you're at, that's fine. You just go to where you can feel a good stretch, but it shouldn't be pulling and putting any strain on the spine. Okay, and we're gonna keep those toes flexed so that they're pointing up towards the ceiling. Let the shoulders relax and just release into the stretch. Take some nice deep breaths here, really focusing on giving that spine a stretch, releasing tension and stress from this sit hip and lower back. And then come back up. And we're gonna repeat that sequence on the other side. So we're gonna keep that right leg extended out, take that left leg, and if you can, bring it over the right. If you can't, just leave it on the inside, that's fine too. Right elbow or hand to that left knee, left hand goes behind you. Nice deep breaths here. Keep the neck wherever it's comfortable for you. So if you can look over that shoulder, do it. If it's better for your neck and alignment to be facing sideways or forward, you be the judge of that. And again, just keep applying some gentle pressure with that right arm against that left leg. That's just helping create a little bit deeper stretch and reach for that muscle. And just take a couple more deep breaths here. And come back to center. And then we're just going to leave that left leg crossed over the right. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to just come down over that right leg to where you feel a good stretch. Doesn't matter how far you get. The important thing is that you're really helping to limber up this back and get to release some of that energy that's stuck back there. And if you want, you can work with your breath here. So each inhale, take a nice deep breath in. On the exhale, try to stretch just a little bit further than the last breath. And then we're going to come back to center. And we're going to combine one of our hip opening moves we did with a twist. So we're going to start by bringing those feet together. And a couple of things I want you to focus on. One, don't worry if your knees are doing one of these and popping up. off the ground, it's perfectly fine. Personally, right now, I'm carrying a lot of stress in my hip flexors, so I'm not expecting my legs to be flat on the ground. And it's okay if they never get that far. The point is the stretch, not how far you can go. Okay, when you're holding on to your ankles here, or the feet, or the shins, I want you just to gently let those shoulders press back and just focus on the tension in the legs releasing so that you can find yourself being able to get down a little bit more. Keep that spine nice and straight. Couple of nice deep breaths here. And then from here, we're just going to take and combine a stretch with this. So we're going to take that left hand to the right knee and then the right hand behind you. And you want to keep pressing down with these legs and just keep the twist going here. This really helps target some of the deeper muscles in that lower back and hip area that are really hard to reach. And just follow your breath here, go as far as you can. You want to feel a stretch, but you don't want to feel too much strain here. And then back to center. We're going to take a pause here before we twist the other side. We're just going to hold on to those toes and gently bring the body down towards the feet. So we're opening and twisting and stretching all in a couple simple moves. And again, you're going to feel that stretch probably in the inside of your legs or lower back. So we're just going to hang out here for a minute, taking some nice deep breaths. Again, work with your breath. So on each exhale, you're letting yourself stretch a little bit further. And then slowly come back up. Take that right hand to the left knee, left hand behind. Same thing, kind of keep mentally pressing your legs down as you stretch. And then come back to center. We're going to come over onto hands and knees. And we're going to do our cat-cow to help increase the flexibility of the spine and give it a nice stretch. So inhale, let that belly dip towards the floor, lift the head up. And exhale, arch the back up, tuck that chin in towards the chest. And release. One more time, inhale, dip that belly down, lifting the head up. And exhale, arch the back, tuck the chin in. And back to neutral. We're going to continue to strengthen that spine and help work on our balance by extending that left arm in front and the right leg behind. And again, it's fine if you feel wobbly here and you need to put your leg down or bring your arm back down. It's okay. Your body is learning every time you do this, and it is improving. Just take a couple more nice deep breaths here. And come back down. Return to neutral. Take a second to just kind of balance yourself again so you feel what center feels like. And we're going to extend that right arm out and the left leg behind. And come back down. And we're going to come over onto the knees. From here, we're gonna sit back and come up into a squat. And if you need to keep your hands down here at first, when you're trying to get your balance, that's fine. And some days, the balance is gonna be better than others. So don't get discouraged if one day you're feeling great and solid and you're balancing, and the next day it sucks. It's gonna be like that, and just work with it. It's just your body's natural flow. Okay, we're just gonna hang out here for a minute. This is really helping to decompress the entire spine and that lower back. By taking some of that pressure off by sitting, we're just allowing the spine to really decompress and lengthen. And then bring the hands back down, and we're gonna slowly come up into a standing forward bend. Take some nice deep breaths here. Really focus on where you're holding the tension. It could be in the back of the legs, it could be in the lower back, it could even be in the shoulders or arms. So as you take your deep breaths here, just try to focus on where that stress is coming from. And then slowly roll the body up to mountain pose. And just let those shoulders relax. Plant the feet deep into the ground, just like you're rooting them into the dirt. Let those arms rest at the sides. Shoulders back. Take a few deep breaths here. From here, we're going to take a deep breath in. Bring the arms all the way up. And exhale, release. And one more time, inhale all the way up. And release. This time we're gonna step the feet just a little bit farther apart. This helps to just kind of create a more stable base for our stretches so that you're not pulling in the wrong areas, okay? We're gonna bring the arms up, gently take that left wrist in the right hand and stretch to the right. And just focus on keeping or letting this left side of the body completely open up, stretching all the way from the toes on that left foot out through the left fingers. Come back to center, release. Inhale, arms up. Right wrist in the left hand, stretching over to that left side, opening up the right side of the body. Back to center and release. We're going to step those feet a little bit wider than shoulder width. And we're going to combine a forward fold and a twist on these next couple of moves. And again, this is just kind of a deeper version of what we were doing in our seated positions. So we're going to keep the feet facing forward, hinge forward from the hips. Bring that right hand down to the ground and extend the left arm up behind you. Now, if it's comfortable for your neck, you can go ahead and look up towards that left side. If it puts any strain, you can just keep looking at the ground. Take a couple more nice deep breaths here. And then we're going to bring that left hand down and the right arm up. And bring that back down. We're going to slowly roll ourselves back up. And we're going to keep our left heel and foot turned in just a little bit. And then we're going to turn that right foot out to the side. And we're going to just extend the arms out. And all we're going to do here is a gentle twist. and then back. And we're gonna do this 3 more times, and I want you to start incorporating the breathing in. So this is gonna be our starting inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. And release the arms. We're going to turn the right toes in a little bit. Extend that left foot out to the side. Arms up. And again, this will be our inhale. And then we're going to twist into our exhale. Inhale this way. Exhale, twist. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, twist. We're going to do 1 more of these. Inhale, forward. And exhale, stretch. And bring the arms back down. Come back to center. From here, we're going to do a side opening extended pose, and then we're going to incorporate a twist into that. So we're going to keep our feet spread apart, and we're going to just go ahead, turn those right toes and the right foot out to the side. Keep a soft bend in that right leg. And I want to point out here, when you're doing any kind of lunges and when we get into some of our more advanced stretches, we need to make sure to have proper form on that knee. So you should always be able to look down and see your toes. Don't have your knee overextending. All right, that's not going to be good for that joint, and it's not going to do anything for you. So when you get your knee in the proper place, we're just going to drop that right arm down onto the leg, and then extend that left arm up. And here again, this is one of those times you do what feels the best for your neck. My neck does not allow me the range of motion that it once did, so I like to keep mine forward. But if you can, feel free to look up at that left hand. Take some deep breaths here. We're going to feel that stretching again all along the left side of the body. And then slowly come back up. We're going to change the feet. So right heel in, left toes and foot to the side. Keeping a soft bend in the left knee. Dropping that left arm down, right arm up. A couple more nice deep breaths here. And then slowly come back up. We're going to walk the feet forward. From here, we're going to change the direction of our feet and bodies to the side. So we're going to have both feet facing the side or the wall, whatever's in front of you. And we're going to bend that right knee first. Bring the hands down. Now, if it's too much for you to get your hands all the way down, just bring them to the knee. Okay, there's no wrong way to stretch here. However your body is allowing you to do it is where it should be. And you're going to probably feel the stretch in that right glute and leg. And just take a couple more nice deep breaths here. And then all we're going to do is move that right hand over to the inside of that right foot and extend the left arm up. Nice deep breaths here. And then bring it back down. Come slowly up. Feet first to the center. And then we're going to turn them both towards the left. Again, bend that left knee gently. And you can bring the hands down by the foot or up onto the knee, whatever is more convenient and comfortable for you. And take a couple nice deep breaths here. Now we're getting that same deep stretch for the left glute and hip. And then from here, we're just gonna take that left hand, bring it to the inside of the left foot, and bring the right arm up. And slowly bring that arm back down. Bring yourself back up. Walk those feet back to center. And we're going to do what we'll be doing a lot going forward is a chair pose. Now, at first, you might hate this pose. I was not fond of this pose for quite a while because it was challenging and difficult. Okay, but it is excellent for balancing and for strength building. And all we're gonna do, bend the knees, and we're just gonna act like we're sitting back in a chair. So just imagine someone coming behind you and bringing a chair, okay? And then we're gonna bring the arms up. So you're doing a few different things here. Your legs are stabilizing and helping you balance. Your arms are helping you stretch, and we're really releasing through that lower back. And we're gonna stay here for a couple more deep breaths. And then release. And we're gonna do this again. We're just gonna do it with a different hand position and adding a gentle twist to it. Okay, so we're gonna come back into that chair pose. Now, when you're starting out, it's okay to have your feet, shoulder width apart. Ultimately, the goal is to have your feet as close together as you can. But for now, let's focus more on just the movement and getting used to the body balancing. And it is a very challenging pose strength-wise. So you might not have the strength back in your legs or lower back yet. So just take it easy. And if you can't hold it the whole time, come out, come back in, it's okay. All right, we're gonna bend those knees again. This time we're gonna take the hands to prayer position. And we're gonna sink in a little bit lower. And we're just gonna twist the arms to the right. Inhale, exhale to center. Inhale to the left. Exhale to center. One more time. Inhale left. Exhale center. And inhale left. Exhale center. And slowly come back out. And we're going to do our balancing move today and incorporate a little bit of opening in the hips with it. So I want you to find something to hold on to. It could be a wall, a piece of furniture, a chair, whatever. And we're gonna start with the right hand against whatever your support is. We're gonna bring that left foot up into the left hand. And this in itself could be challenging enough. And the thing I want you to work on here as we do these, and I'll turn to the side so you can see, I want you to press that left foot into the left hand, okay? That's gonna really open up the front of the hip as well as the side. So each time you take a deep breath in, just think about opening, and then on the exhale, gently press that foot into the hand. And just take a nice deep breath. And then release, shake it out. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. I'll turn around this way this time. So use your left hand against whatever you're using for support. Take that right foot into the right hand. Open through the front of the body, really feeling that in your right side. And again, each time you exhale, we're just gonna press that foot into the hand. And then slowly release. We're gonna come back to the center, feet shoulder width apart. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, come down into a forward bend. Come down back into a squat with the hands on the floor. Just take a nice couple of deep breaths here. And then we're going to come back into a seated position. We're going to come back into this cobbler's pose one more time. This is helping warm us up for the recline poses that we're going to be doing. So I want you just to stay here for about 30 seconds. Inhaling to open, exhaling to release, okay? If you want, even on this one, you can use your arms to help press those legs down just so you can really feel the openness that's possible in those hips and the front of the body. And then release. And go ahead and come into a reclined position on our backs. These next series of stretches today, I'm going to do them without the strap, and then next time I will show you how to do them with the strap, and it's the same principle. It just changes the focus of the stretch a little bit and just a little bit different movement. So for today, we're just going to come down onto the back. And we're going to extend that left leg out. We're going to bring the right knee in, holding it in both hands, and just bringing it in towards the chest. And where I want you to gauge for yourself where to stop here. So if it's pulling, ease up. If you think you can go a little further, bring that in a little bit further. Keep your breathing. On each exhale, try to deepen that stretch just a little bit. And then we're going to release that hold, and we're going to do 2 twists to get the inside and the outside. So the first one, we're going to take that left hand and we're going to press it against the outside of that right knee, and just let your right arm drop open and just bring that right leg over the body, keeping the left side firmly planted on the ground. And you're going to feel this in your glute, in your hip flexors, and your IT band. This is a really good way to release some lower back pain and tension. And you can either keep your head up looking towards the ceiling or extend it towards that right fingertips. And then we're going to come back to center, and now we're going to stretch the inside. So keeping that left side firmly planted, we're just going to take the right hand to the inside of that right knee and just press it open. Now, you don't want to go too far. If you feel that your left side is starting to pop up, bring it back. If this is as far open as you get, great. You're still getting the movement. And again, work with your breath here. Let it help you expand and get a little deeper into those stretches on each exhale. Couple more nice deep breaths here. And then bring the leg back. Hug it into the chest one more time. And release that right leg. We're going to do the same thing on the left side. So bend that left knee in. Bring that knee towards the chest again, just to where your body allows it. Take a nice couple of deep breaths here. And then we're going to take that right hand to the left leg on the outside of that left leg and just gently bring it over the body to the right, keeping your right side firmly planted, letting that left arm relax out. And again, you can either look up or look over that left shoulder. One more nice deep breath here. Come back to center. And we're going to stretch the inside. So we're going to take that left hand to the inside of the left knee. Bring that leg open to the left side. And the nice thing with this stretch is that even though we're doing one leg at a time, you're getting a stretch on both sides. So while this is stretching, you're also getting that opening through the hip on the right side. One more nice deep breath here. And then on the exhale, bring it back to center. Hug that left knee into the chest. And release. We're going to bend both knees with the feet on the floor. And we're just going to bring both knees into the chest, hugging them. And I want you just to rock side to side very gently, just a little bit, getting that nice massage for the spine, getting a stretch for the back of the legs and the glutes. And then come back to center. And we're going to release the arms and just let those knees drop down towards the right side. Now, if you can get all the way to the ground, fine. If you're up here, that's fine too. And you can either look up or look over that left shoulder. And what you're going to notice here is that this is also stretching and opening that left shoulder and arm. And come back to center. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So drop those knees to the left, looking up or over the right hand. Nice deep breath, just imagining that tension leaving the body, releasing from the back, the hips, the glutes. Come back to center. We're just going to drop those feet back to the floor. We're going to walk the feet together, letting those legs drop open, placing the hands on the belly, and sinking in to our relaxation time. And I want you to start letting the body naturally relax, feeling the breath. We're going to feel the warmth of the feet together. And we're just going to let that relaxation start to travel up through the legs, and you're probably going to be feeling some active tension and tightness in your thighs and your hips, and that's fine. It's just in the process of releasing. Just keep those shoulders relaxed down. Relax up through the legs and into the hips. Relax up into the belly. Become aware of the natural rise and fall of the belly. On each inhale, letting it fill the hands, and on each exhale, letting it empty. Continue to feel that relaxation traveling up through the back, feeling the warmth and the energy in the spine. Feeling the shoulders release into the floor. Relaxing out through the arms, all the way through the fingertips as you feel the rise and fall of the breath. Feeling you relax up through the neck, through the jaw, the muscles of the face, the top of the head, the eyes. Take a couple more nice deep breaths here. And when you're ready, we're just going to simply bring those knees together, roll onto our right side, and then slowly push ourselves up. And we're going to come back into a simple cross-legged pose. We're going to take a second here, keeping the eyes closed, letting the hands rest on the knees. Feeling the energy and relaxation that we've created. Thank yourself for doing a good job and for showing up. And bring the hands to the chest. Namaste. Thank you guys and have a great weekend, and I will see you back on Monday.